Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand planet Saturn placement in the 4th house of your Vedic astrological birth chart and what are the kind of results that are associated with this placement of Saturn. Also, I'm going to cover up the special aspects of Saturn because Saturn is going to aspect 3 places away, 7 places away and 10 places away from its original placement. So what are the karmas that are associated with 6th house, 10th house of your career and even your ascendant as well? What are the kind of restrictions that you are going to experience in your life? Let's try to understand in this video. First of all, you have to have basic understandings regarding the planet Saturn and the 4th house in Vedic astrology. Only then you will be able to relate these two things. On one hand, if I talk about regarding planet Saturn in astrology, Saturn is a karka of responsibilities. This is a planet which is going to give you a lot of responsibilities upon your head. Like you have to take these responsibilities, take charge of that thing. Saturn, it is also a karka of lot of restrictions. Any kind of a mental restrictions that you are going to experience in your life. Like I'm not a very free person. I have something going around in my head. Some kind of unnecessary fear, worries and anxieties, mental tensions, even depression as well. So this everything is somewhat controlled and governed by planet Saturn. Apart from this, Saturn is a significant of all the legal activities, any kind of a court cases, whether you are going to win a court case or not, even all the divorce cases which you have filed in the court, any legal matters, any kind of a construction business, iron, coal, metal industries. So everything, it is somewhat governed by this planet. Also, this is a very karmic planet and it is going to govern the 2 most important houses in the Kal Purusha Kundli. 10th house of your Karam Sthan, where you are putting your efforts, and 11th house of your incoming gains, your hopes, wishes and desires. So what are the karma which you are performing and the kind of results that you are getting, that thing is purely governed by planet Saturn. And on the other hand, the 4th house of your Vedic astrological birth chart, this is the house of your happiness. In the simplest way, 4th house is your homeland or the kind of members that are going to surround you in your home location. What is the structure of your home, that thing is also seen from the 4th house. 4th house, it is the house of the land, real estate, property. Anything like physical land, that thing is connected with the 4th house. 4th house, it is the house of your mother as well. I will not say relationship with the mother, but it represents mother in general. It is a significator because this is originally the 4th sign of the Cancer, which is having a lot of emotions present this house. All your conveniences of the life, luxurious cars, even all the perfumes, anything which will make you feel good and happy. So that thing is governed by the 4th house. So first of all, whenever Saturn comes in contact with the 4th house, it is going to restrict many things in your life. No matter how hard you are going to try in your life, but until and unless you are going to hit the age of 35 and 36, everything is going to be get restricted. Even I will tell you, if this Saturn is exalted, posited in the own sign of the Capricorn, Aquarius, then it is forming a Panch Mahapurush Yoga as well, which is known as Shash Yoga. So here Saturn becomes more and more powerful. If Saturn becomes more powerful in the 4th house, it means it is going to delay every aspect of your life. Every aspect. Irrespective of the drishti, aspects of the Saturn on the 6th house, 10th house of your career, even your ascendant. Because whenever Saturn is having any aspect on the 1st house ascendant, it is directly going to impact your complete life. So this is the kind of karma which is associated with Saturn placement in the 4th house. In the simplest terms, everything is going to get delayed. So you have to bear that kind of a level of patience inside you. If this thing is happening in my life, I have to be very patient. Second important thing, 4th house, it is originally the 4th house is the house of Cancer, which is a watery element. So Saturn, while transiting through 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, this is the first watery sign that Saturn is going to touch. Here Saturn is going to feel what is water, what is emotion. So here Saturn will also feel lot of confusion, like I am totally out of my realm, because Saturn is a significator of wind, Vayu, just like the Rahu, because Rahu represents smoke. So Saturn is also represent that kind of a wind, direction of the wind. So whenever it come in contact with the watery sign, here Saturn tend to feel a lot of confusion in their emotions as well. These individuals, they don't know what kind of emotions I have to give to other individual, or what are the kind of emotions that they are giving to me. Whether they are going to love me selflessly, or is there any specific motive behind that person of giving me a love, affection and support. So in that way they are extra critical, because with its 10th aspect, Saturn is directly aspecting your ascendant. So ascendant, it is your physical personality, who you are actually. So this is going to create a lot of self-doubt inside a human being. Even I will tell you, if they are doing the same thing, or if they are doing some kind of a good thing in their life, Saturn is going to give a lot of fear inside their mind. Like, you are not doing the right thing. You are doing it in a wrong way. You have to follow this path. You have to do this thing. You have to be hardworking. And in that way, their complete mind is getting subdued inside the Saturn. Because this is the real fourth house. This is the original house where you are really going to feel the boundaries. What is the meaning of restriction? If you want to understand, ask the individuals who are having Saturn in the fourth house. They will truly help you to explain what is boundaries of Saturn, what is the restrictions of the Saturn. Because no matter how hard they are going to put their efforts, nothing is going to get in their hand very easily. And if Saturn is very, very strong, then it means you have to put a lot of efforts. Apart from this, please don't disappoint if you are having this kind of a Saturn. Have you seen my video on Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, where I have discussed regarding Saturn is going to give you success after the age of 35. So similarly, Saturn is going to behave in the fourth house in that way. Apart from this, the relationship with the mother is also going to be very, very critical. Although, like, depending upon the planet moon placement in your chart, we are going to determine the accurate picture of your life. But if Saturn is in the fourth house, it means there are going to be some negative influences in your life because of your mother as well. Like, the mother is going to put a lot of restrictions around you. Like, you don't have to do this thing in a that way, you have to do this thing in a that way. You know, that kind of a discipline kind of an environment. And fourth house, it is the house like where your school days, when you are going into the 10th plus 2 and that high school. So here Saturn is going to put a lot of restrictions around you in that areas of your life. Like, you will not be able to feel very free, like I'm not a free person. I have something, like something is restricting me. That is why these individuals, they, like, early on in their life, they are very fearful of taking any kind of a risk as well. Because Saturn is not permitting them. The energy is very, very high. Understand this thing. If Saturn is posited in the Kendra, first house, fourth house, seventh house, 10th house, it means it is going to restrict everything in your life. Even the marriage, I will tell you, Saturn in the fourth house, I have seen many astrological birth charts, and this is the practical thing which I have seen. Usually in the fourth house, exalted Saturn is going to destroy the marriage aspect as well. It is not going to give you very, although the wife is or husband is going to be very, very caring in front of you, but it is having that kind of a malefic nature as well. And this is also going to delay your marriage as well, because Kendra Saturn is also going to delay every aspect of your life. Apart from this, Saturn is directly aspecting your 6th house. That is the house of your day-to-day life, how you are going to perform your day-to-day life. This is the house of your disease as well. Any kind of a debt which you are going to acquire in your life, any kind of critical illness, or even your enemies are also seen from the 6th house. So here what Saturn is going to do in their life, it is directly aspecting the 6th house. It is going to kill all the enemies. In that way, these individuals, they are going to be get free from all the enemies. It means no obstacles are going to be present in their life. But as soon as Saturn is going to free from all the enemies, its 10th aspect, 7th aspect is on the 10th house of the career. It means it is going to get amplified that 10th house of the career. Competition is going to be very high. Enemies in your workplace are also going to be very, very high. And that is the karma of Saturn's 3rd aspect and the 7th aspect. So these houses are somewhat interconnected with each other. 6th house of your day-to-day life, it means struggles, hardships, unnecessary pain, worries are going to be more and more in your day-to-day life. And even if you are going through Saturn Mahadasha, Antardasha, Sadesati, or dhaiyapanoti. If you are going through any period of the Saturn, you are going to experience these kind of things in your life. But this is a very good placement in the later stages of the life, because then Saturn is going to get matured fully, and here Saturn is having capabilities to give you everything. You just need to ask for that thing and Saturn is going to provide you that thing very, very easily. But initially in your life, you have to put a lot of efforts. Like suppose some individual is putting 100% effort, they are receiving 100% results. So you are the kind of individuals who have to put 200% of the efforts in order to receive the 100% of results. Apart from this, in the 10th house of the career, Saturn is going to take you to the very down level in your career, and where you have to start from the scratch. Because here Saturn is not going to give you topmost position very early on in your life. Every person who is having Saturn in the 4th house, they have to start from the scratch, start building from the very, very beginning in their life. And in that way, the pillar of the success, their professional growth is going to get rise in their life. Although this is going to be a slow growth, but it is going to be a progressive path. If you don't know what is progressive path, this is the path of the Saturn, where Saturn is going to take you from A point to B point in a very slow manner. This is not like Rahu, where you are receiving everything very suddenly. You have to patient, and Saturn is going to take you slowly towards the topmost position. But here you must have to check if Saturn is in conjunction with some planets, or if some other Rahu, Ketu, any benefic planets are also posited over there. Then it is going to shift the complete picture. If Jupiter is posited along with Saturn, it means optimism is going to be very, very high. But in that case, you have to be careful with any kind of a heart disease as well. Because 4th house, it is your heart. So like if Jupiter is posited over there, it is going to put a lot of cholesterol level, high cholesterol level in the 4th house, that is your heart. So you must have to be very careful with the disease as well. Apart from this, Saturn is directly aspecting your ascendant, which is your 1st house. So here Saturn very initially, from the very beginning of your birth, it is going to make you very strong discipline. Like very, very strong kind of a character this Saturn is going to give you. No matter how soft you are from the outside, but from the inside, Saturn is going to make you a real human being. Because what Saturn is going to do, it is going to chisel every bad aspect of your life in the 4th house. That is why it is a very, very critical placement to hold Saturn in the Kendra's houses. It is like you have to be very flexible and very, very adaptable. And patience is the number one thing in the Kendras if this Saturn is very, very strong. But what if this Saturn is debilitated in the 4th house? See, then there are very high level of karmas that are connected with your mother as well. Mother is going to be of a very critical nature. You will not be able to receive that amount of love, affection, support from the mother. And it may lead to some kind of very real disasters of the life. Any kind of murderers, thieves, thugs, any kind of a jail, court cases, everything. If you perform any illegal activities with Saturn in the Kendra or in the watery signs, I will tell you guys, wait until Saturn Mahadasha, it is going to punish you very, very, very badly. Never ever performed anything bad, any illegal activities, specifically like money laundering, thug, thieves, any kind of these kind of things. Never ever indulge in these activities. Even if you are a billionaire or if you are a businessman. I have seen a lot of businessmen with these kind of planetary alignments, and they have done a lot of illegal activities in their complete life. Money laundering, taking money from here, spending here, investing here, creating more and more money. So in that way, Saturn is going to take them into very low side of the life. Especially if this Saturn is debilitated in the animical sign, because then the Saturn is having very low morals. These individuals, they will not be able to differentiate between what is good and what is bad. And there is no individual present in their life who is going to guide you. Like this is the right path, this is the correct way, you have to take this pathway. That is why I keep on telling you, if Saturn Dasha is going to come in your life, all the karmas, pending karmas, they are going to come in front of you, and then you are going to realize the things which I'm telling you right now. I have seen a lot of individuals, they are crying, literally crying in their Saturn, Sadesati, Panoti, Dhaya, because of the illegal activities which they have performed. So be very careful, very careful while performing or going into any kind of bad activities. Saturn is not going to spare you in its time period. Apart from this, be very positive with Saturn in the Kendras, because stability, Saturn is the surety. In whichever house, it means Saturn is surely going to give you that thing. In the 4th house, it means Saturn is surely going to give you home to live. So don't worry about that aspect, because I have seen even the worst to worst Saturn in the 4th house, they have the roof over their head. So they are staying at some very warm and very cozy place. So that is the positive aspect, because Saturn is a surety. Although it is going to kill all the other aspects, but in whichever house Saturn is posited, Saturn is going to show respect towards that house. Like here I am sitting, so I am going to bring the result related to that areas. So that is my analysis regarding Saturn placement in the 4th house. I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries, any consultations regarding Saturn placement, career, marriage, illegal, legal activities, do consult me. I am going to respond you back as soon as possible. Till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for providing me all the love, affection and support. I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. So please follow me on Instagram as well, and till then take care of yourself, and I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Bye bye.